It must have 2 hectares of land surface and 1.5 must be the water pond, on the basis of which we will build up the young fish production. And the next farm is planned only for trout species. It will occupy an area of 6 hectares, where there will be large ponds for the mother flock of sturgeon and where they will fed and kept for the winter time in special conditions. As a result, activities will be performed to get black edible caviar and organize its sustainable production. The goal of the company is to get the production of black and red caviar and young fish. Currently, the company is exactly on this track, which will also foster the fish meat production. In 2011-2013, one of the main projects of Unifish will be the introduction of new technologies in the fish breeding farms in order to be able to expand the commercial fish production without increasing the water volumes. In 2011, we intend to introduce the liquid oxygen technology, which will allow us to increase production capacities and to get 6 to 8 times more fish from the unit square without increasing the volumes of water and water surface. In the newly building farms, we plan to introduce an automated feeding system of German production. One of the forthcoming projects of the company is to steeply increase the mother flock of both sturgeons and salmons and to set up caviar production. In autumn 2010, on the experimental basis, the company yielded high-quality edible caviar of salmons, and already in autumn 2011, we will have a large flock of mothers, which will enable to yield a big amount of edible caviar. The sturgeon caviar is still few and sufficient only for reproduction. However, to get edible caviar, the company has 40,000 mother flocks, as a result of which, in 2012, 2013 and 2014, Unifish intends to enter CIS as well as large international market with edible black caviar with relevant quality standards. For this purpose, the company has already established its subsidiary company in Moscow. The fish bred in Unifish, no matter where it is exported or sold, differs with its high taste and nutritious qualities. In 2012, the annual production capacities of Unifish will reach the level of 2,500 tons, and at the same time it functions in open cycle. And naturally, the caviar produced here, as the specialists come to witness, is completely different from the caviar of the farms working in closed cycle. As compared with the countries of the Caucasus, the Republic of Armenia is #1 in fish breeding, and this amounts more than 7,000 tons, indeed, in regard of different species. This kind of fish breeding farms, which all year round can yield a respective growth, do not exist at all. In the beginning of September 2010, we launched a modern factory of shock freezing from a leading Japanese producer, Daikin. This factory enables us to get the highest quality products to the final consumer.
Արտադրության ծավալների մեծացման հետ համատեղ անցյալ տարում կառուցվեցին 2.
Last year, in parallel with the increase of the production volumes, we built up 2 processing workshops, one of which is producing frozen fish and the second one, deeper freezing. It is called shock freezing, and such a workshop has no equivalent in the South Caucasus. The main purpose is to export, because the local market mostly accepts live fish. There are some projects to produce smoked and smoke-dried fish. There are just pilot projects to explore the market to follow up in the future. In Armenia, we sell live fish distributed by our own vehicles to the consumers. Unifish Fish Breeding Farm permanently cooperates with the leading Armenian and foreign scientific entities, in particular with the Hydroecological Fish Breeding Institute of the Armenian National Academy of Sciences. We also cooperate with the respective chairs of Yerevan Agrarian University. In other words, we have achievements. However, the major success is still to come. We are looking forward with hope.